Hello my loves and welcome back. We're gonna do another reading today. Hope you're all doing so well. I missed you. And yeah, I'm very excited for today. So the reading that I'm gonna do is for your next chapter. It feels very alive for me right now since I am starting my next chapter tomorrow. I'm in the process of moving houses, moving to a whole new area where I've never been before, and it feels, just super exciting. And I think it was My Soul, one of the guys that I love to watch on YouTube here who does readings, was talking about how anxiety and nervousness is just excitement, but we've like kind of packaged it in a way to ourselves where it's somehow negative. It's somehow like, I mean, it can feel very intense in the body. I'm not negating that at all. Like definitely I've needed to ground many times in the past few days and hours. A lot of breath work, a lot of meditation. But if we can like be in that mindset when we are feeling sensations in our body of nervousness or anxiety, maybe we can reframe it a little bit and start to look at it as excitement sometime. At least that's what I'm doing, and it is working so far. So I'm always experimenting on myself. But yeah, so that's gonna be the theme of today's reading. I'd love to start off with just tuning into our hearts a little bit before we start. Just to check in whether this reading is for you. If not, then maybe I'll see you another time. But yeah, those of you who are joining me, we can just put our palms on our heart space and close our eyes for a little bit, and I'll guide you through a little bit of a mini breath work, let's say, for a few cycles. Okay, so whenever you're ready, just close your eyes and breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out through your mouth. Just take a moment to tune in with your heart. If you want, you can take this moment as a chance to give some gratitude to your own heart. Send it some love, because it's always sending you love and everyone around. And just check if this message is for you, yes or no. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And if you want to get a little bit comfortable before we start the reading, maybe get a cup of tea or a blanket or something, feel free to pause the video and continue as you please. And yeah, we will get on with it. So for this reading, and actually all of my readings, to be honest, the energy that I tap into is the energy of Mother Nature. For me, that can be like these emanations of her in the shape or form or energy of Mother Mary. Also Durga Ma is often present for me, and I also, the energy I channel, it's like very unicorny, rainbow Syrian energy. So if that resonates with you, you're in the right place. So yeah. For this reading, I feel called to do a past, present, and future reading. So it's not a pick a card. Just sit back and relax, and we'll go on a little journey together. It'll be exciting. So the first card that I'm going to pull is for the past. And how it relates to your next chapter. Oh, a major arcana card, the Empress. Oh, I love this card. For me, this card is like Beyonce energy. Honestly, this is like divine feminine superstar. Like, she's got her little pomegranates in her cape, the sign of Venus on her chest, and she's coming out of a rose. It's so beautiful. And she has this crown made of stars. This is you. This is you. And you know, such a beautiful reminder. Sometimes we like look in the past and we kind of want to remember the times where we weren't in our Beyonce energy. You know the time I'm talking about. But how often do we look back and actually remind ourselves and truly like see those glorious moments of where we really showed up, we really like embodied our authenticity, I want to say, and also this like this feminine magic energy. And this doesn't mean that you need to be on stage performing. Like, you can show up with this energy at the local supermarket. You can like rock up with a cute outfit and just smile at everyone and like fill up the whole place with your energy. And that is Goddess work. Goddess work. You're doing it. Clearly, that is the message. Oh, so beautiful. So I love colors, and for me they correspond with the chakra system, and this card is all red. So red corresponds with the root chakra, and that is all about like safety and security. It's also related to like feeling safe to make money. So that could be a theme that was like present for you in the past, where I want to say like you showed up in this like Beyonce energy, in this like Empress energy, and maybe the outside world didn't reflect that back to you. Maybe the abundance that you had was not reflected back to you. Like, the outside didn't match the inside almost. And there was a message of like, people weren't ready yet to see you. Like how she's like opening herself up and like being like, whoa. And just because you are this like Empress, this beautiful light, doesn't mean that like everyone else can kind of take you in that energy. And that's not to do with you, actually. That's how they perceive themselves and their lens. So if you think about people having glasses on, and you know, if someone has like really dirty glasses on, they're not going to be able to see you. They're just going to see like a bunch of gunk and like grease stains. It's creating a really image. You get what I mean? So yeah, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. You were this. You were this energy, and others just weren't able to take it in because their lenses were dirty, and that's on them to clean up their own messes. That's something that's, yeah. Letting people clean up their own messes has been my mantra lately. Like, it is not my job to clean up the mess you made. Do it yourself. And it's not a service to clean up after other people either. And all of the sun is now like shining on me all of a sudden with this Empress card, taking it in. Truly, like, wow, energy. Okay, so this is the past. So God, Spirit, whoever, you know, you resonate with. For me, this is like Mother Mary's like coming through, being like, you were that bitch from the start. Other people just weren't able to see it, but deep down you knew, and that's why you keep showing up. So yeah, yay. Love it. Okay, let's get into the present. Also, that card Empress, this is the Divine Mother, so of course, like, Mother Mary energy is coming through. She's like, you are me and I'm you. Don't forget. And I don't know about you, but there's a lot of like talk about Mary Magdalene lately, and she's also been very present for me as a guide. But for me, some reason, like, Mother Mary has been like very, very present, more than Mary Magdalene. Maybe that's a message of stepping from this, like, I wouldn't say Mary Magdalene is a maiden, but I like the energy for me is a little bit more maideny than mother, to be honest. So yeah, maybe this could be like a transition period, or those who are watching are maybe in that transition period of going from maiden to mother. So yeah, just wanted to say that. Okay, let's go for the present moment related to your next chapter. Oh, all right. Okay, so we got the Eight of Cups. This is a minor arcana. Cups corresponds with the water element, and astrologically with Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. I have my little crab here. And so this card is kind of like the strength to walk away. It can also be like kind of like this abandonment or withdrawal. Like, you can see all these cups, and cups represents also emotional, like the emotional world and realm for us. So like kind of like walking away from maybe some drama, maybe like a very emotional time in your life. And you can see, I love how she's in red, so we get like this continuation, you know, it like the Empress like put on her cloak, and then she's like, okay, I'm done with all the drama here. Bye. I'm out. And the full moon is shining, and there's like all these beautiful waterfalls. So yeah. And Eight of Cups comes before the Nine of Cups, which is this like wish granted, this. Yeah. So I feel like this is the energy of allowing yourself to leave things behind, and sometimes we might feel a bit guilty, or we might almost like project negative emotions to situations or people when we need to leave them behind, because that will make the separation easier. I don't know about you, but I do that sometimes. I create all these stories, and then I'm like, nah, like, yeah, I need to leave because this is happening and this is happening. Like, maybe those things are happening because God is letting you know that it's time to go. Like, maybe someone said something mean, or maybe someone, you know, did something that upset you, because that was a sign of like, you're not in alignment anymore with this person or this place, and it's okay to walk away. And it doesn't need to be this like dramatic upheaval, and you know, there doesn't need to be this like a vengeance energy, or kind of like leaving because, you know, it was so shitty, and like having to like paint the situation very dire because you leave. Like, no, you can actually just leave and walk away, because it's for your highest good, and that might not make sense for other people. And I really believe we often do this, where we kind of paint the person as bad, or the situation is like horrible, where like every person and every situation is nuanced. Like, there is good and bad, but if we just choose to focus on all the negative parts of someone, for example, in a relationship, and you're like, oh my god, he said this and he did that, and that kind of like gives you the confidence to leave instead of listening to your heart and being like, you know what, I'm leaving because I no longer resonate with this relationship. I'm leaving because this relationship doesn't feel aligned to me anymore. And that's something that can seem very illogical to people, and people won't understand that, but your heart will know, your heart will understand, and that's the most important thing. And this can especially be hard. I've had this where in relationships or living situations where like it seems like everyone's like, wow, you're so lucky, like you have the perfect partner or you have the perfect house, like why would you ever want to leave? And then, you know, you don't want to talk shit about your partner, you don't want to talk shit about your house, but you just feel like there's a truth inside of me that says it's time to go. Yeah. So you don't need to explain yourself. If you need to walk away from something, you can do it with grace, you can do it with ease, you can do it with love. And yeah, I feel like that is the message, to feel safe, like with the red, with the root chakra, and that you're able to trust your heart when making decisions and when to move on to the next thing. Yes. Beautiful. There's also a lot of blue, a lot of water in this card. So that is for your throat chakra, which is like authenticity. And again, like listening to your own truth. And sometimes we kind of want this like external validation and confirmation from other people of like, oh, are we making the right decision? But as much as other people can come from love, they're coming from their truth, and truth is subjective. Everyone has their own truth, and if not now, then when is it time to listen to your own truth? Do it. Okay, and then a card for your future, for the next chapter. Let's see, what are guides of love and light are wanting to bring out for us? Yeah. Oh, okay. Another major arcana card. This one is the card of Judgment, number 20. Okay. Okay. I mean, judgment says a lot. And if you look at the imaginary, there's this woman and she's naked in front of like this storm, these waves, and there's this angel with a trumpet. I don't know, for me it's coming through as like angel of truth. And you can see again, like now she's, yeah, it's red. So it's almost like, I feel like this is almost like your highest self, like now emerging to really show you, okay, this is the way, this is what we're doing. And like Judgment Day, so like strip down naked and just allow yourself to receive guidance from your highest self, whatever way that wants to come through. Something that I love doing and always recommend is just like going out in nature and just sitting for a little bit, or taking a bath can be a beautiful way to connect with your higher self and just meditate a little bit in the water. There's been a lot of water in this card as well, like first, like now it's calm waters, and then it's a bit like a bit of an upheaval for the future, which is beautiful because a storm comes in and it will change things. It will require for you to get really raw and honest and vulnerable with yourself. But this is who, you know, you're guided by. You're guided by this angel, your highest self. And they've got your back. They know a lot more than you do. And again, I'm noticing, yeah, the sign of Venus there. So we get it, a lot of Venusian energy. Beautiful. Yeah. Trumpet of truth is about to be sounded, and this somehow gives me like a little bit of like a Saturn return energy as well. You know, when you reach your 30s and you know your first Saturn return comes and life just starts lifing, shaking shit up, for lack of a better word. It's giving that energy of like, okay, like it's time. Like you can't hide anymore. You can't hide anymore. And it's for your own good too, that you can't hide anymore. Because it feels so good to be yourself. It feels so good to be your authentic self and to show up. And I really feel the extent we're able to like really receive and feel love is the extent to where we're able to be authentic with people. And if that feels scary to do with people around you at this moment, like do it with God. Do it with your highest self. Like that is a safe place for you to practice and be so vulnerable and so open. Yeah, I'm getting also maybe like there could be like a little journaling practice of really like asking questions, like just writing questions to your highest self and allowing yourself to automatically write the answers. I sometimes do that, and it's so incredible what comes, and such clarity and such, yeah. And even though, you know, there's storm and this, she's like, she has her hands out, like this is surrender. This is surrender to the divine. Like knowing that the gates of heaven are opening up to you. Oh yeah, the gates of heaven are opening up to you. As I say, this is sunlight is coming in. Oh, it's making me feel a bit emotional. Yeah. You are creating your own heaven on earth, and that is pure magic. So I trust that these messages were meant to find you when it was time, and Mother Mary, the unicorns and rainbows and all of it came through beautifully today. These are all the 3 cards: the Empress, 8 of Cups, and the Judgment. And yeah. If you have a moment, I'd invite you to just, like, as the video ends, just put on some nice music and sit still. Maybe put a timer for yourself and just tune in to this next chapter. Maybe tune into your highest self and let them wash away anything, any emotions that feel like too much. Like, you can always ask for help. You can always ask for God and your highest self to ease things up for you. Please know that that's available to you. Okay. I'm sending you so much love, and if you like this reading, please like it, subscribe. That would mean a lot to me, and I'll keep making these videos. Okay, see you next time. Love ya.